Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Bot Games. It's great to have you back. This challenge is called the Lease Processing Challenge, and it aims to follow directly on from our document automation training camp. So to all of our amazing learners that have completed it, this challenge is for you. Now don't worry if you haven't finished or even started the camp yet. You can still attempt this challenge and get a lot out of it. Now the prerequisites for this challenge are: you'll need a control room which has access to document automation, task bots, and if you're using our pre-built lab files, API tasks. But if you don't have API tasks available to you, that doesn't matter because you can work around that easily with task bots and the REST API command. So let me give you an introduction to the challenge. Housing Hope is a fictitious non-profit organization that are dedicated to providing rent, relief and support for families displaced due to various circumstances. Now, Housing Hope's problem is that their lease agreement onboarding process involves manual document processing and data entry. Each existing lease must be entered into their system of record so that they can onboard and manage that lease accordingly. Your challenge will be to help Housing Hope with their efforts of automating their lease onboarding processing. And you will need to extract key data from the leases themselves and enter them into the system of record on their website. And we link to that in the description below. Now, in terms of guidance, the system of record that Housing Hope use on their website, it has some quirks. Firstly, the property address must be formatted correctly, and it must follow the ZIP+4 format and include the country. And finally, the monthly rent must also be a number. So look out for a potential lease which doesn't conform to that. For this challenge, we've decided to add two difficulty modes, easy and hard, really dependent on your appetite for a challenge. Easy mode is for people who want to focus solely on completing a document automation challenge and skip the routine automation development. And the outcome and results remain the same no matter what mode you select, but the help that you have available to you changes. Now in hard mode, your only friend is the Automation Anywhere platform. So download the leases and get processing. But as a singular tip, consider using an address validation API to help you format the property address. Now, in the easy mode, we've made it a lot easier because we've pre-built some of the assets for you. The first asset will enable you to extract data from the learning instance really quickly, and that exists as a taskbot. And this will likely be the only one of the pre-built assets that you'll need to edit. The second one is an API task, which validates and formats the property address using a third-party API service. And the final one is a taskbot to enter the data into the system of record itself. And as a final tip, remember that when you create a learning instance, document automation does a lot of the hard work for you in terms of creating a process. So I advise you to consider leveraging that. And finally, when you complete the challenge, share a screenshot on the socials with the hashtag BotGames and tag 3 other automation developers and challenge them to complete the exercise as well. So there's no time to waste. I'll leave this to you and I'll see you in the solution video.